What up, players? Got another video for you. It's gonna be NBA. Top 12 players. Um, I'm gonna start off at number 12. Number 12. I'm gonna have to go with Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna be writing them in as we go. I already kind of have my list in my head, but I'll write them as we go. So at number 12, we got Brody. We got Russell Westbrook. Westbrook, any other year would have been, maybe higher. But, he's with Harden this year. So, Harden is doing a lot of offensive work. And Westbrook, his 3-point shooting isn't the best. His free throw shooting isn't the best. And there's more players that have gotten better over the years. So, a couple years back, he would have been for sure top 5, top 8 at least for sure. Not this year. Top of Westbrook, we're gonna put big boy. The Joker. I saw what he did in the playoffs. Some of you guys probably gonna think he should be high on here. He's a beast. He's the best big man in the league right now. But there's just 10 players that are better than him. Unfortunately for him. He's a beast. Beat the Clippers. Came back from a 3-1 lead. And he's just gonna get better. Yeah, I saw he lost weight. He was a big boy. Now he lost a little weight. But yeah, I like Joker. His 3-point shooting is good. He's pretty fast. His defense isn't the best, but his offense makes up for it. Yeah, so let's go to number 10. Number 10, we are gonna put Luka Doncic. That boy Luka's a monster. Saw what he did against the You saw what he did against the Clippers. Got like one game, I think. I think he got 1 game or 2 games on him. Next big star. He could carry his team to the playoffs and probably even further. He got Porzingis, but Porzingis got injured, so they weren't able to get more games on the Clippers. I think if he gets another superstar, Maverick's gonna be a problem. He can shoot, he can pass, he can dribble. He's kind of big to play some defense, He has he has good defense. But there's 9 players that are better than him. And next up, the one and only Mr. Dame Dollar. Honestly, Dame Dollar and Luka, they could have, don't matter which one than which. Dame, logo Lillard. He's a sniper. He could dribble like a monster. The only thing is that he needs another star on his team to get the wins. That's probably why he's lower on this list, because he never gets far in the playoffs. He always gets beat, and he does go against good teams, but if you're not getting far in the playoffs, and I just can't rank you higher than you. I can't rank you higher than that, right? Dame is good, but if he were to get more wins, he would be higher. Let's see who's up next. Look at my list. I'm gonna go with
With 135,000 kids and big brothers, big sisters, these NFL brothers decided to teach more than one. It takes all of us to end racism and hate.
y'all saw him this year. I know what it is. Y'all saw him this year in the playoffs. You saw what he did. Impressed a lot of people. Mr. Jimmy Buckets. I know. Number 8. Yeah. I think that's actually a good spot for him. Carried the Heat. He carried the Heat. He was able to get, how many games did they win against the Lakers? 2? I think they got 2 on him. Y'all saw what he did. He is in the finals. He carried with that team that they were injured, and he was still able to carry. You know, and I think any other year he would have been lower, but after his finals performance, you gotta boost him up. Yeah, Chamberlain, he's cool because he can play offense, he can play defense. If his 3-point shooting was better, I still don't know if he was gonna be number 7, because I think these top 7 players are at the number 7. You can't. It's kind of hard to like pass the number 7. Yes, this next one you guys are gonna be surprised, but it's a fact. Number 7 is a fact. I don't want no complaining. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, number 7. He's lucky to even be there. You know, Giannis, stat pattern. Nah, I'm kidding. But he's not a threat in the playoffs. You know, I feel like any team that plays in the playoffs is not really. It's an easy game plan for him. Can't shoot threes. Put a wall in front of him. You know, he's a good regular season player because, you know, the teams aren't gonna game plan for him like that. But you know, if you would have at least a decent 3-point shot, then I would give him obviously a higher ranking. But come on, bro, like you're back-to-back MVP, which he did not deserve. Defensive Player of the Year, he did not deserve. And you can't shoot a 3. I mean, you're airballing 3s and you're back-to-back MVP. Like, come on, that's embarrassing. Like, I'll go out there and shoot better than you, bro. So that takes us to number 6. There's definitely 6 players that are better than Giannis. For sure. Who's up next? Fear the Beard. Yup. Yes. He's better than Giannis. You know, I think in a playoff series, I'd rather have Harden than Giannis, and that's just what it comes down to. Harden be averaging what? We averaged like 34. Like then 30. Like he's averaging like 30 points in like the last 2-3 seasons. That's crazy. Oh yeah, in a playoff series, Harden is definitely. I'd rather have Harden. And the people saying that Harden doesn't perform in the playoffs, but I'd rather have him than Giannis, because Giannis is just like limited on what he can do. Harden, he can shoot, he can drive. Even if he's not scoring, he can get to the free throw line. And his defense has gotten better over the years, so you know you gotta give him that. Next up, number 5. Yes, this player's injured, but we're still putting injured players on the list. That's gonna go with Mr. Curry. You know, Curry's the best 3-point shooter ever. You gotta put him up there. You know, he's probably like hardest player to guard because he can pull up from anywhere. He's not the best. He's not the hardest player to guard, but he's one of the hardest player to guard. Yeah, you just has to be top 5. Like, he has to be. He's just, you know, he can, especially with the Golden State Warriors, he's definitely a top 5 player. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I gotta say too much about Curry. Number 4, the one and only Mr. LeBron. Yup. Yeah, I saw what he did this year. He should have been Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know why they gave it to Giannis. Just embarrassing. Won the championship. Second best player on the finals team. Yeah, I saw what he did in the playoffs. He was going crazy. And then, yeah, his defense is amazing. He's just a good two-way player, and he's a big man that's like versatile, and he's fast. So has to be up there. Yeah. So there's 3 players that are left. Let's get to it. Number 3. We got Mr. San Diego himself, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, we all know Kawhi was going to be top 3. He was the best two-way player for a couple years. You know, not this year because he got to do more offensive scoring. But, you know, he choked the 3-1 lead. It wasn't really his fault. He was still putting in work. But, yeah. Kawhi, he's still good. He can still score. He got that nice mid-range. He can score his free throws. He can hit threes, drive in. He can basically do everything. He's not a leader. You know, he's not a leader. But he can, you know, he can do mostly everything for the most part. You know, he could probably carry his team. Like if Paul George didn't choke, you know, Kawhi would have probably been able to carry him to play against the Lakers. They would have still lost though. Number 2. Mr. Unguardable himself, Kevin Durant, Slim Reaper. What can I say? He's unguardable. Hardest player to guard in the league, maybe ever. Best scorer in the league for sure. He's a beast. We'll see what he does this year. We haven't seen him carry. I mean, with the Warriors, but that was a stacked team. Yeah, KD. A lot of people put Giannis and Kawhi over KD. I just think that's dumb, especially Giannis. I mean, I got Giannis at 7. So imagine putting Giannis over KD. That's just sad. It's 0 IQ. You know. And then we got number 1. Do I even gotta say who it is? Yeah, no. The King. Yeah, the King. LeBron James. LeBron James is number 1. And he will continue to be next year. And the year after that. And the year after that. Then maybe he'll go down, you know, top 5. You know, but, yeah. I think if there's a player that's going to pass LeBron to be the best player in the league, it's going to be in this order. It's going to be KD to pass him to be number 1. Then it'll be Kawhi. But it'll be KD's league for a while. But yeah, this is the best 12 players in the league, and that's just facts. You know, you can't argue this list. This is just facts. If you try to argue it, then you don't know basketball. Peace.